Hey guys, we are gonna get started.
After right now, you either go down.
So we're gonna get started here in about 2 minutes. And we'll just wait for a couple people to hop on. So the way this is going to kind of work, you guys, I'll explain it again here in just a minute, but just so you guys are kind of know what's going on. So we're going to do, this is our power hour, and we are going to do, I'm going to give you guys some posts to post at the beginning, and then we are going to post those, and then I'm going to give you guys actually some verbiage to message out while you're waiting for feedback on those posts. And then I'm also going to give you guys some help with the Jumpstart January goal sheet, and then some things to do day to day. So that it'll help you incorporating these leads and your follow-up. So we'll wait just 2 more minutes, and then we will go ahead and get started. Erica, oh, there you are. Hey, friend. Sarah, you can find that. It looks like this. And we're going to talk about it here in just a minute. And you can find it in the eSuite under the Documents tab. So get that printed off. If you guys don't have that already, get that printed off because you will want that. Okay, guys, it's 10 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So my name is Allison Stanley, and I am a presidential diamond here at ThitWorks. And I've been a part of this business. It'll be 4 years in March, which is so crazy. And I'm super excited to do this Power Hour today and talk a little bit about our leads. So really quick, we're going to kind of focus on, I know a lot of you guys have been hearing about from corporate seeing our 4 loyal customers, right? And how crucial that is. And as we all have heard that we have something coming at conference. So those of you guys going to conference, you don't want to miss out on conference. Conference is huge. It is life-changing. And hold on. Okay, there we go. It is life-changing, and it's when you get to events, you guys, it's almost where things click. Things start to click. Things start to really come to life, and you start to understand the company. You start to understand really about what we're all about, you know, really about the friendships, fun, and freedom. So we keep hearing these 4 loyal customers, right? So when I was thinking about this Power Hour today, I was thinking about, I'm like, you know, I really want to focus on getting those 4 loyal customers. So as a new distributor, we always train our new distributors to get their 4 loyal customers, right off the bat. And so oftentimes some people are like, well, how do we do that? You know, how do we get them started quickly? And so what I always recommend before we post our verbiage that we're going to use for today to get our 4 loyals is reaching out to people that are close to you. So close friends and family that may support you, love you, trust you, and want to help you. Now that being said, when I got started, you guys, over 4 years ago, is I didn't have that close support of family and friends and even my spouse. So what I did is I ended up posting on Facebook. And so social media is such an amazing market when you understand that Facebook algorithm and how things work. And so we're going to kind of talk a little bit about that today as well. So I'm going to give you guys 2 posts that you can choose from, and I will post them in the chat so you guys can have them. So they're going to be product posts. So anytime you're posting a product post, you guys, you want to gain, and this is something that, like, I'm no expert at social media, but this is something that I have learned along the way, is to build that engagement, not just post to post, but post with a reasoning. Post to get, interaction going. And you guys, it's so funny that the other day I posted about where's the best place to buy ink for my printer. You guys, I had over 75 comments on that. Had nothing to do with It Works. And I'm like, is this serious right now? So, and it was hilarious because there was over 75 comments and half of those people are now potentials. Pretty weird, right? So it doesn't even sometimes have to be It Works related. So try to build up that engagement however you can, and be thoughtful with that. So I'm going to send over the 2 posts that you can choose from. And then you can make it your own. Make it your own if you want. You don't want to just copy and paste, because the other thing too with Facebook algorithm, you guys, is that Facebook notices when you copy it and paste. So when they notice when you copy and paste, they'll actually not show your post as much in the news feed. So either make it your own, add in some emojis, however you want to do it. Oh, Ashley, you're such a rock star. So do it however you want it. Okay, so here is, I'm going to post it in the chat so you guys can have it. So the first one is, and this one I just did last week, and I'm actually going to do it. Probably, I'm trying to decide if I want to do this one. Oh, I'm all in caps. Whoops. I had it on my phone, you guys. I should have. Oh, I know what I'll do. I know exactly what I'll do, rather than having to type it all out. Let me copy it really quick. So both of these posts, and you guys have probably seen them flying around, but they have been getting a lot of interaction and people to comment. So let me pull these up. And the way these 2 work is, let's see here. They build interaction on both of these posts. And that's one of our main things that we want to focus on. So let me see if this will do it right. So here's, okay, so there's 2 different posts. The first one is, I need 5 models to try my ThermoFit to boost metabolism, burn calories, gain energy, and curb appetite for 90 days at my cost. Comment below, and if not, you tag a friend. So reword that how you want, put different emojis in there how you want. But this post for me, you guys, blew up last week because I have never put, let me tell you this, I've never put if not tag a friend. I don't know why. I never have. I just posted it, right? I've had so many people tagging their friends and thinking about, well, who would want to boost their metabolism or burn calories or gain energy or curb appetite, even if they weren't interested. So take it as an approach of basically if they're giving you other people, then you can also treat that as they may be a potential distributor too, right? So hi Tammy. Okay, and then the next one is, this one is fairly this is one that's just been out too, and it's, if there was a pill that would absorb 60% carbs and 30% of fats from your meals and only cost $23 for a month's supply, would you take it? Comment below yes or no. Again, it's an interaction post. So our goal is to build interaction. Our goal is with the Facebook algorithm for our post to be seen, right? Because the posts that you're commenting and liking on, you guys, those people are what's going to pull up in your newsfeed. So if you're wondering and you're like, you know what, I'm not getting anybody, I'm not signing anybody, nobody has seen my post, well, take a look at your timeline. Or excuse me, take a look at your newsfeed. Take a look at your newsfeed and see if you're only liking and commenting on It Works distributor stuff. Some days for me, I get all like and comment happy on my team and I'm like all the way down, and then I'm like, oh crap, I have no potentials on my newsfeed today, and it's all just It Works people. So make sure that it's not a bad thing to love on your team. I do it all the time, but make sure that when you're doing your posts, that they're interactive posts, but then when people comment on the post, you guys, or like and comment back on every single comment on your post. I didn't realize how much that affects your timeline on Facebook. I didn't even realize that. Yes, posting is important, but the interaction is even more. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, Heather, so I want to say maybe Denise taught me this, but I was always so worried about like, hey, I'm looking for 3 product testers, like sounding that like kind of needy-ish, or the almost of, hey, I'm going for a huge goal. I am not like that. I don't want that, hey, can you help me, almost that desperate feel. But guess what? You take out that desperate feel and you put in that you're a business owner. You are a business owner and you take this seriously, right? Because even you walk into the grocery store, or you walk into, a shoe store, whatever, they're there to help you. And that is exactly what we are. We are here to help other people look good and feel good, and get out of debt, have that extra $200, $300 a month. So look at it more as a business perspective, rather than so much like I'm desperate, almost, that kind of makes sense. Having that confidence per se. Let's see, Amber said, make sure you use the tag your friend one that you make your post public. Yes, that is the other thing. So Amber just mentioned, make sure you use the tag your friend one that you make your post public, so your friends who are tagged will be able to see it. I recently, I want to say maybe 3 or 4 months ago, you guys, I don't know, maybe longer, I changed my Facebook to public, and I was very, very, very skeptical about that, because I'm like, I post my kids, I post my family, I wasn't really sure. You guys, it has made all the difference in the world. And that sounds crazy, but my leads have blown up the past couple months, because just as Amber was saying, if Ray tags Tawny and Amber's friends with Tawny, Amber's going to see it, and then Becky's going to see it. And it's literally a downline effect. So the people you're tagging, their friends are going to see it, just like live videos with Facebook algorithm, you guys. Anytime you click on a live video, your friends are going to be notified that they went live. Yeah, and Ashley just mentioned too that you can make your certain posts public, but also have your account private as well. So you can choose how you want to do that. So again, those of you that are just hopping on, make sure to post one of the 2 posts that we just shared above. Again, it's, I need 5 models to try my ThermoFit to boost metabolism, burn calories, gain energy, and curb appetite for 90 days at my cost. Comment below, and if not, tag a friend. And then the second post, if there was a pill that would absorb 60% carbs and 30% of fats from your meals and only cost $23 for a month supply, would you take it? Comment below, yes or no. Here we go. And if you, okay, so Tawny just said she's getting interest. So if you guys get interest, or anybody sign somebody while we're on this power hour, let me know, because Denise said she will have a prize for people that, anybody that signs. So keep us posted. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to post mine. And let us know how it's going. Let us know about your feedback really quick. And then once everybody has theirs posted, I'm going to go through a couple things.
Allie, can you repost the verbiage? Because if you came on before,
It won't post
like I did,
Yep.
I don't see it.
Absolutely.
Allie, hey, it's Carla.
Hey.
Hey, how do you make your profile public? I just assumed it always was, unless you changed your status.
So I went to settings. So like you can go under settings and see who sees your timeline, your posts, your pictures, things like that. So I went over to my settings. Let me see if I can find it while I'm talking to you guys. And I changed it from just friends seeing everything to everyone seeing everything.
And then Allie, can you hear me? It's Ashley.
Yep.
Okay, so when you go, so mine is always private, but when you go to make a post, you'll see at the top of like where you're posting, it'll say like friends. If you click that, you can choose public, you can choose friends, you can choose friends except somebody. So you can do it right within the post. Or if I forget, you can go to edit on that post and change the privacy or whatever.
Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. Let me see here. So if you go to the little like lock key at the top of your Facebook, I'm on my computer, but it'll show, it says privacy shortcuts, and then it'll say privacy checkup, who can see my stuff, who can contact me. And then I clicked on who can see my stuff, and then I put everyone. So anybody that likes it, friends of friends, can see that. Okay. Now, a couple things. So after you post that, here are, I'm going to give you guys, I should put all this verbiage on my computer. It's all on my phone. So I'm going to give you guys a couple things of how to follow up with them now. Because I know for me, it's, you know, you can post it, but then it's almost like, okay, where do I go from here, right? How do I seal the deal? How do I get them locked in? So, yes, Kelsey, I will do that for you. Sometimes Zoom is kind of crazy. Grab that. I'll post it in the actual event, just a heads up. So it's on the. Okay, so I just posted there for you. Let's see here. Okay, I'm gonna read this really quick from Carla. So Carla said, I think I might be interested in the ThermoFit. I'm on week 3 of, big crap, I've never heard of that, Mega Get Fit Challenge, and trying to get healthier. I'm down a few pounds, but looking to make serious changes. I'd like more information. Ah, that's awesome. So Carla, if you wanna share with us what you do when people say I'd like more information, and was that on the post or was that an actual private message? Okay, so anytime people will like your post, you guys, or comment, I always send them a message. So I always, anytime somebody likes a post, it is a lead, always, okay? And so, and make sure, like, even when your page is public, make sure that you take a look at their page, because sometimes it will be, it works distributors. So heads up, take a look at their page. I've done it many times. We're so human. Don't worry about it. I've made that mistake several times. And I'm like, oh, shoot, I didn't see a single thing that works on your page, right? So when you message them, I will send something like this. So I posted the ThermoFit, and I have last week, and people were, I did that one again today, but when people comment on it, I'll send them a message and say, hey lady, are you interested in being a product model for me? Just super simple and to the point. Are you interested in being a product model for me? And if they say something along the lines of yes, or what is it? I will typically send something like this, and I will send you guys the verbiage also in the chat so you can have it. Sorry guys, my throat is so dry today. Okay, so I'll say something along the lines of this. So this is one that I typically get, is either yes, what would I have to do? Or yes, what is it? Or what's the cost? I mean, a lot of people are, you know, they want to know just the bottom line logistics of it. So I typically will say, awesome, I'm excited to have you and to see your results. You will use the product for 90 days, track your results for me, and in return, I will give you my 40% off discount. How does that sound? Just straight to the point. How does that sound? The message that I got back last night was, okay, I think I could do that. I said, awesome. I think you would rock this. And then she said, great, what do you need from me? And then I said, and I always ask, yep, I most definitely will, Glenda. I always ask you guys right then and there for their information. This sounds crazy, but if your closing rate is waiting for them to go to your website and sign up, or waiting for them to give you their information, they won't. Even 4 years later in this business, to be honest with you guys, I think I've had maybe 4 people sign themselves up, okay? Every other person I've had to ask for information, and I'll just go straight to the point. I need your, well, you most likely know their first and last name from Facebook, but I will typically say, I need your phone number, your email address, billing address, shipping address, debit or credit card number, expiration date. And no worries, I will get that deleted as soon as it's in. Okay. I have a lot of people who are skeptical that maybe I just started talking to them or I've never met them. And they're like, oh, you have my information. I always give them that reassurance is once it's in the system, it's locked in, it's not going anywhere. I will shred your information. So I will go ahead and send that really quick to the chat for you guys.
Hey, Allison, it's Carla.
Hi, Carla.
Hey, so sometimes what I run into whenever I do things like this, and that's why I don't do it often, but this is like getting me out of my comfort zone. So, because I've done it before and then people are like, oh, that's not like, they expect to get this huge discounted rate or something. You know what I mean? Like they almost feel like you're kind of not conning them, but making it something that it's not already. So like when I have a lot of loyals who are already loyals and they're like, okay, well, I want the deal. And I'm like, well, you're already a loyal customer. You're getting the discount. Do you know what I mean? Like, how do you handle that?
You know, it's funny because I try to always say like in my posts, like I don't ever try to say like, okay, so the first post was, you know, and curb your appetite for 90 days at my cost. And it's capitalized, my cost. So that when they go to it, they're not like, oh, so this is free, right? How many of you guys get that? Like I get that all the time, right? I'll be a product tester, a product model, it's free, right? So I try to make sure I add into that verbiage that like the first one says my cost, the second one says only costs $23 for a month supply. Would you take it? So making sure there's no like, that's like one of the most awkward things I feel like when you go into a message is you have to be like, clarify that, you know, and you're like, right. Did you even read the post? You know, so I try to say, again, it's at my discount, 40% off. This is what it is. Does this work for you? I always answer with, does this work for you? It's at my cost. It's at 40%. Does this work for you? What do you think? Giving them that, hey, this is what it is. What's your feedback? I always make sure I do that. So rather than just saying like, you know, somebody messaged me, Carla, and I say it's $25 a month, whatever. And then that's it. I always send a message and a question back of, what do you think? Will this work for you? Do you want to get your order in? Things like that. So always.
So what about loyals that are already loyals?
Already use loyals?
Yeah.
I will send them a message because it happens all the time. So that's why I typically try to do, if not tag a friend, because I have a lot of loyal customers that will get on there and tag friends. And then I will send my current loyals, you guys, I will send them a sample of like a greens or a wow or something for loving on my post and sending me a new lead. And so what I said to them is I'm like, oh my gosh, lady, I think you would absolutely love the ThermoFit. Remember, you get it at the 40% discount already. So do you want to get that order in? Do you want to try it? I did a cleanser post this week from actually a ThermoFit girl from last week. And, you know, sometimes we don't think that like our supplement loyal customers or our greens loyals are going to want to try the skincare, right? So posts like this almost bring out that interaction in everybody, not just your leads, but your loyals. And so I'm glad that you brought that up, Carla, because I typically will have a lot of loyals comment on things. Mm-hmm. And then they've never tried the product. So I try to keep this as an open door to be able to get them on a different product, because our goal is to get them on a product that they can be married to for life, right? And something that they're loving. And so what I have found too, you guys, is that when people quit after their third month, it's because they're on the wrong product, right? It's because that they, you know, they're not seeing results from that product. You guys, I was on ThermoFit for 2.5 years. And I thought I was doing something wrong. But when I got off of it is when I started dropping the weight. So I used to love ThermoFit, but now my go-to are greens and probiotic and New You. And I used to be greens, probiotic and ThermoFit. So, and then I was greens, ThermoFit and fat fighters. Like it's adjusting and trying to figure out what that person needs, because ThermoFit will either go one way or the other with people. And so making sure you find out if it's working or if it's not. I have so many ThermoFit customers that love it. I have so many fat fighter customers that love it, right? We all love the fat fighters. Who doesn't? So just making sure once they sign up on that product, you're asking them, let's reevaluate where you're at in 2 weeks. How are you liking it? You know, are you seeing results? What do you think? I'm going to post it right now for you, Amber. So.
Hi. Hello. Can I say something about you were talking about before, how when you ask for their information, when you're going to sign them up?
Yep.
Yeah. So what I found too is when like we've got to that point where it's like, okay, we're going to sign them up. I say, okay, so I can give you my website and I can walk you through it. So I actually like tell them like I can walk you through it, or I can take your information and place your order for you. Which do you prefer? And I found that kind of opens it. Like they're like, okay, I do have the control. I can go on myself, or she's willing to do it for me. And people always usually say, just place my order for me. But I don't leave it. I can give you my website. I always say I can give you my website and I'll walk you through it. And if they choose that, I say like, go to your country, go to click, go to shop. Like I go all the way through the whole thing. And like right now I just got one. She just texted me and said, got it. So she put it in. Yeah. So another way. And I always say, which do you prefer? And then they give me the answer. And then I like, we go from there. And I always like, same as you reassure them as soon as the information's in, I delete your credit card info. So I just thought I'd share that one.
Thank you for sharing that, because I'm a really big red, and so I immediately just like, give me the information. I'm like, give me the info, let me put it in. So thank you for giving the option, because I sometimes forget to do that. So
can I say something too?
Yes.
About that? Totally important to do that, because one of my team members lost an LC when I was promoting in November. Because she said, okay, I'll go on your website. And I don't know if she just clicked from like Facebook Messenger, because you can send your website as long as there's a space in it. And I wonder if she spaced before the itworks.com and just ended up on itworks.com. And so someone got a loyal from our team on the night of promotion, and I ended up filling that volume anyways, but it was just one more thing that we lose out on that volume going forward too, because she just said, yep, I'll just go on your website and do it. And then we never found her. So
Becky,
definitely either doing it yourself, because I'm red too. Yes. Just give it to me and I'll do it. So, or getting them to walk through like that with you. So anyways, I just wanted to share that was a,
Becky too, really quick, if that happens again,
Yep.
because it'll probably happen again. I mean, I think it's happened to a lot of leaders on here that have been in for a while. If it does happen, go to your ambassador upline. They can get a hold of a BAM, business account manager, and they can switch it within 24 hours.
yes, and we tried and we couldn't locate it. She had a different married name, and then it was when Marabella happened, so then she left, my ambassador upline left for Spain and everything. So we tried. It was like 11 o'clock on promotion night, so we couldn't end up finding it. So.
And that's the worst. Your like fingers are like shaking, typing on the computer.
Yeah. Thank you though.
Okay. Well, I hope that does not happen to you again. So I'm typing this in really quick for you guys. So the first is any like or comment on your post. Hey lady, or hey there, are you interested in being a product model for me? And then you're gonna wait for a response, and then you're gonna respond with, great, you will use the product for 90 days and track your results for me, and in return, I will give you my 40% discount. How's that sound? There's that. So then you'll send that over, and then as you wait for a response, typically this is what you're gonna get. Typically you're gonna be asked, how much is it? I think this is what I get mostly from after this message is they always say, how much is it? And then I will say again, so wait for a response again. And then I typically will say, let's just go with, let's say we're doing the Fat Fighter. So it's $23 at my cost. You will order now. Here's another thing, guys. When you're signing up loyal customers, do not say the word auto ship. Like, that will scare people so far away, it's not even funny. So this is what I do. And I learned this from Christina Watts, who does this as well, is that I will get your order in now, and then we will place another order for you in February, and then one more order in March. And you have the flexibility to change your order if needed each month, and change the date of your order. Sometimes people need that reassurance. If I'm signing up a red, I know it because I'm like, $23 at my cost. She's like, great, here's my info, what do I gotta do? Then if I'm signing up more so a green personality that wants some more information and wants that security and that sense of what am I getting myself into, give them that sense of peace of mind of, you know what, this is another thing that I learned to you guys, is you don't ever want to say you put your order in, it's 3 orders, because it's only 2 more orders after your first initial order. So it's only 2 more orders after today's order. So that sounds crazy, but the verbiage and the wording is so, so crucial when you're talking to customers. The other thing is that those of you who have tried voice messaging, voice messaging has worked for me so, so well in the past couple months, because people can hear you. They can sense your confidence. They can feel your passion. They start to connect with you a little bit better. And then maybe they might be a little bit more apt to send you their information or even join as a distributor, right? So if I have somebody message me and then all of a sudden it goes blank or it goes quiet, you guys, I'll give it about a day before I send anything again. And that next day I will usually send with a voice message. Say, hey, I haven't heard back from you. I know you'd be so good at what I do. I want you on my team. Can I give you a call? Or what's holding you back? What are your thoughts? Okay. So always, 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 when you're doing your messages, you guys, no more than 1 to 2 sentences with your follow-up, and always end with a question. Give your customers and your potentials a reason to respond to you. Give them a reason to respond, right? So will this work for you? What do you think? What's your holdup? And if they say, like those of you that are doing this right now, this post right now and getting responses, if some people will say, I don't get paid till the 13th or something like that, send them a message and just say, no problem. Or say today's the 17th, I don't know why I said 13th, but today's the 17th, maybe it's the 20th they get paid. So you can say, no problem, I'll put you on my calendar for the 20th and I'll send you a message then. So put them on your calendar. Get to the bottom of the conversation every single time. By you asking questions, good leaders ask good questions, you guys. So get to the bottom of the conversation, find out why they're not joining. And if it's financial, then that loyal customer lead might have just turned into a distributor lead. You never know. So get to the bottom of the conversation and find out why they're not signing. Okay, so wait for response again. It's $23 at my cost. You order now, and then again in February and March.
Can I say one more thing too?
Yep.
So the other thing too, because I deal with almost exclusively on Facebook and stuff, when it comes to that point where if they don't want to give me their info and they want to input it themselves, I always say, can I text you my website? What's your number? And then I text it to them, then I know they can just click on it and go straight to it. And I usually sometimes ask if they have a smartphone, right? Like that it'll go right to. So then, and then I'm still like this girl, I'm still talking to her on Facebook. I'm not texting her anymore, but I know she went to the text and went to the website through there. So there was no way that she that got messed up on whose website she went to. So I say, what's your number? I'll just quickly send you my website. And then I always send their follow-up on everything on Facebook or whatever. Because sometimes people have if they're out of country, they might get charged or something if they're texting you if you're in a different country. So I just, that one text to them and then just back to Facebook for follow-up and everything.
I love that. Thank you for sharing. Because then you have their phone number too. And I don't know about you guys, but hold on, let me type this. I can't multitask. I'm typing.
I just wanted to say that I also started, for a long time when people would say not right now, I'd be like, okay, I'll just check back later. And I started asking them, well, if you're not available right now, then what can you give me a date that would be better? And then I will always check back then. And that has led to a lot more people actually signing, because when they see that I can check back on that day and they see that I do, it's a lot easier, and they'll most of the time sign because they feel like they told you that they would that day, I mean, not all of them. Some of them are like, no, I'm not ready yet. But I've just started looking for a date. Like, no, you tell me a day, so that rather than just accepting not right now.
I love it. And I do the same thing. I'm not sure who's talking, but I do the exact same thing. And it is so helpful, you guys. Like I said, ask for that date. Like she was saying, ask for that date. And a lot of people think of the Fridays for the follow-up because it may not be our payday, you guys, but it's corporate world paydays on Fridays. So I typically will be like, can I follow up with you on Friday? Does this work for you? You guys, people are ready to purchase on Friday, then they're broke on Saturday, right? So get that follow-up in as soon as you can and get them on your calendar. Okay, I'm going to go through the chat really quick. Let's see here. Oh, Katie got a lead for the Fat Fighters post. Erica. Well, you sure are having a problem signing little customers. Glenda, I love the verbiage you said about placing the order. Can you please post what you said? Yep, I just posted that below. And then you guys, if needed, I can post the verbiage into the actual event and the WNL group in that way, because I know there's a lot of responses and might get lost, so I can put that in there as well. Kelly said it's way easier to get your point across and not type a whole bunch and feel your passion that way. Voice message rocks. Yes, voice message is a huge game changer, you guys. If you haven't done it, step outside of your comfort zone and do it. Because the best part is even when you mess up, they're like, oh my gosh, she's human too. I can do this. She's a real person, right? Not just a robot on Facebook. So I love Facebook. Or Facebook Messenger, because you can always get your point across. Yeah, Erica, always, okay, here's the other thing too. When you're messaging, is make sure that you don't answer questions that aren't asked. Do not give the answers to questions that aren't asked, okay? And Denise has taught us this, that you want to drip and then shut your mouth. Drip a little bit and then shut your mouth. Because if you give them all that information at the beginning, you guys, it doesn't give them even a reason to respond to you. Right? It doesn't give them a reason to want to know more. And that's what I try to do with Facebook posts, is give them a reason to message you. Give them a reason to come back to your page and keep watching you and seeing what you're up to and what your next move is going to be. And typically it takes 7 to 10 times for someone to be exposed to a product or a company before committing. So remember, when you get that no, it means not right now. They still keep on your leads list. They still stay there. It has nothing to do with you. Don't take it personally. It's nothing to do with you. It has to do with that person, whether that's financial, whether it's time, whatever it may be. But don't take it personally, because every no leads to that next yes, you guys. My last week follow-up, you guys, I'm not even kidding you. I think I messaged 75 people before I got a yes. You don't get a yes every time. And that's okay. And then this week I've gotten 4 yeses in a row. And I'm like, I knew it was coming. I knew it, because I got so many no's, I knew the yeses were going to come. So planting those seeds and realizing that when you plant that seed and you send that message, you put that person on your leads list and they stay there and they go up on your follow-up routine. Let's see here. Tanya just said another lead on the post, 4 so far. That's awesome. Becky, what do we message them when they comment on the post? Is it on the event page or in the comments? Becky, just post it in the comments. If you can't see it, let me know. Sarah said, I emailed them too. That helps. I never even thought of that. Emailing. I never even remember emailing. So good call on that. Heather, someone asked me, is there a contract? What's the best way to respond? You will fulfill a 90-day, 90 days. I try to always do this because I get this too, is it's for 90 days. You will order once this month, again in February, and again in March. After you're done with the 90 days, you can choose if you want to continue using that product, or you no longer have to. But making sure that they know that their first order goes towards their 90 days. That's so, so crucial. And that sounds crazy, you guys, but that first order goes towards the 90 days. And then they're like, oh, so I only have 60 more days after this, 2 more orders, that's it? Okay, I can do that. So really breaking it down super, super simple, that if somebody's never even heard of it works, doesn't even know what the product is, that they know with that just a little bit of information that you're sending, that reassures them that, okay, I want to do this. Okay, Sarah, you said, so how do you do that for a potential distributor? I have one girl interested, but she is still hesitating on, what do you mean, for like posts, or what do you mean?
Hi. So she's like hesitating, like she knows she for sure like wants to join, but like she's not like going ahead with it. So how do I get like a kind of date out of her without being pushy though? Okay, perfect. I love this one. So potential distributors. This is how I always go about it. So Sarah, if you are a potential distributor of mine, say we've been in conversation, but you're still not joining. Say it's been like 2 weeks now, but you're like, I really want to do it. I'm going to do it, but it's just, we're not going anywhere. So I will, ask the question, what is holding you back? I always ask that. What is holding you back? And then if you respond and we start getting back into conversation, typically you can get to the end of that. Or I will go into this. So Sarah, if you tell me, it's financial, Allie, like
I really want to do it. I mean, I'm in. I can't be in right now. This is when my payday is. You know, I'll try. But I have so many people that are like, I'll try on payday, but I don't even know if I can make that happen. And then I'll go into the option of pre-sale. I don't like that whole option, but I'll say you can pre-sell your 4 wraps or sell something in your house. But I'll typically say, Sarah, I'll say, on a scale from 1 to 10, 1 being you're out, 10 being you're all in, where do you stand? Same thing with loyal customers, you guys. I do the same exact thing. You told me, and especially when people give you dates, this is the best. So Sarah, say you gave me a date for the 20th and I send you a message and I say, hey, Sarah, you said a week ago that the 20th was a good day to contact you to get the order of Fat Fighters in, and I don't hear back from you. This was really hard for me to be blunt for the longest time, you guys, but you have to look at yourself as a business owner. You have to look at yourself as a business owner because people will then take you seriously and know that you're serious about what you do. And so then I will come back with, okay, Sarah, I haven't heard from you. You told me to contact you on the 20th. What's going on? And call them out on it. Call them out and just say, hey, you gave me a date. I'm doing my job of following up with you and I'm not hearing from you. How come? But I usually, if I don't even get that far, I would typically just ask the scale, the 1 to 10 scale, and say, where do you stand? And if they say a 5, Sarah, I'll typically say, what can I do to get you from a 5 to a 10? What can I do? And you guys, it might just be getting on a phone with your upline. It might just be getting them on an opportunity call with Denise. It might just be getting them on a virtual party so they can see it. Maybe they're a visual person. I was a visual learner. I went to my first wrap party, and that's where I put the wrap on my body, and I was going to sign up as a loyal customer, and then I was like, what the heck, $40 more, I'll just become a distributor. Little did I know what this was going to turn into, right? So the biggest thing is a lot of it is just fear. It's fear, it's doubt, it's that unknown feeling of what are they getting themselves into. So by you reassuring them and saying, okay, I get it. I have been there. I know how you feel, and this is what I have found. So I get it. I know what you're going through. I have felt the same way, and this is what I have found. So give them a solution. They're coming to you with their problem. They're coming to you saying they want it. Give them a solution and a reason to join.
Hey, Allie, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I had a friend, she wants to do the thermo and the Fat Fighters. This was like a week and a half ago. And so she said she wanted to try it. And I had said, you know, she wasn't putting the order in. And I said, I'm checking in with you. I was wondering if you had any questions about anything on my site, or if you needed me to help place the order. And didn't hear back from her. And then I sent another post like 2 days later, message. I said, hey, I'm placing an order tonight for some customers. Did you still want to get the thermo and Fat Fighters? And then she responded, oh, I have to wait till next payday. Okay. So that was Friday. So, but I responded after that and I said, oh, no worries. Just checking to make sure there was no problems and, you know, logging into my site because I've had issues with that. So, and I haven't seen an order yet. So do I like leave it alone or, because she sounded like really, no, okay. No. I just don't want to be like annoying,
no.
But I do.
No, and that's the thing though, is that you've taken a professional approach. You take a professional follow-up too. Not just.
So do I say like, hey, I still didn't, you know, I haven't seen your order placed. Just want to make sure.
Yes. This is what I would typically say, Erica, is okay. So say, hey lady, I just sat down at my computer and I'm looking at my back office or I'm looking at my account and I'm not seeing your order in there. Did you need help placing that? Did you want to go ahead and get that in? It sounds crazy, but people will never let you know if they're ready to join. They'll never let you know if they're ready to buy the product. You've got to do the follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. We are in the follow-up people business. You've got to put in that work in the follow-up or you will not go anywhere in this business. So taking that little bit of extra time, you guys, for that crucial follow-up every single day, whether you have 10 minutes or an hour, that's where you'll see the result in this business. Because just like Pam was saying last night on the Show Me the Money call, or Lori Conway, was bottom line, we get paid to enroll loyal customers and distributors, right? We don't get paid to scroll Facebook. You know, we don't get paid to sit there and look at our leads like, oh, they'll come to me. They won't. They won't. You've got to do the follow-up. You've got to put the work in.
So like looking through my orders, and I was looking through my orders and I didn't see you ordered yet.
Or I didn't see your order come through. Did you want me to go ahead and help you get that in?
Okay. Thanks.
So I'm going to keep track. I'm going through the chat right now. I'm going to keep track of who has signed a loyal customer so far. So Carla, I just got a loyal order now. So Carla. Jennifer, I didn't get a date, but I said, how does Monday work? And they usually say yes, or how about Tuesday instead? Perfect. Even just putting down a date in your calendar, getting them in there so you know to follow up. Lindsay, 3 leads already for the ThermoFit. Awesome. Congrats. Tammy, I'm signing a loyal customer right now, but she wants her apps. Hey, that works. That works.
Does it still count if you got a loyal during the power hour if it wasn't from that post? Or no?
I don't know. Let me ask Denise, actually.
Okay, because I just had one signed. She got in at 10:30, like 10:30 my time right now.
Oh, okay. Who is talking right now?
Jessica Stoltz.
Okay. And send me a message to you guys. You can even send it right now if you want on Facebook. And let me know you signed a loyal customer just so I can keep track of them if I forget, but I'm trying to write them down as we go through. Jess, is that your comment right now? Said I had someone contact me about ThermoFit, but her and I were both worried about her diabetes. I suggested talking to her doctor, and I did give her ingredients to talk to her doctor. I don't know what Jess that is, but that's another one, is when you ever get people that are saying, can I do it while breastfeeding? Can I do it while pregnant? I have diabetes. Always, 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 always refer them to their doctor. I have several customers that, yes, they did it while breastfeeding. Yes, they did it while pregnant, as did I. But you don't want to be responsible if something were to happen. So always refer them to their doctor with the ingredients. Becky, I got a me on my post. What do I say when I message them? I just posted it in the post, and it's send each message and say, oh, you got it? Perfect. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Becky. Okay, Carmen, I got a loyal that will sign up when she gets paid Thursday. Awesome.
Are those all on the Thermo post? Because I did a Fat Fighter, and I'm seeing like one person, but she's a customer already. So I was just wondering how the other people, what they posted.
Yeah, let us know which post is working for you guys or which one you did. Ashley said, I just had a low customer order Fat Fighters and ThermoFit, both of them. Awesome. Which post did you post, Ashley? Let's see here. Okay, Tammy just said one comment on the ThermoFit, but she's already low a customer. That's a volume booster. Get the order in. Still get the order in. Still offer for them to try it, even if they're already loyal. It's huge, you guys, especially when current loyals order or they order more. Tammy, yay! Congrats on your loyal customer. Becky, 3 leads so far. Kristen, 1 lead off Fat Fighter. Tammy L, 2 leads. Stacy, Ashley Munson just got 1. Awesome. I just got her down. Erica, 2 leads. Michelle, was there a Fat Fighter post was given today? Yes. Check out the group. In the group message there under the events tab are the posts for today. A Fat Fighter post. Cool. Okay. Tanya said you can also ask if they can think of any friends that would like to try it with them. Absolutely. You guys doing it together. That whole having that like accountability, having that support in while you're doing a challenge or anything or trying out a product is huge. I know I found that. Like I have a gym partner right now, accountability partner. I think she's on here, Kendra. But I love that when she sends me a message or I'll send her a message, it keeps you accountable, just like these products. You know, when you're taking products or have a friend do it with you, it'll help keep you accountable. Audrey just said, I just got 2 leads. Kirsten just got a yes, trying to get her now. Awesome. Ashley, it helps that I've been planting seeds with these people for weeks. Yes, it does. We are in the growing months right now, first quarter. So awesome. Brianna, it looks like you just raised your hand. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay. So on my Fat Fighters post, a gal had messaged me and she said that what's the difference between the Advocare and us? And I just flat out wanted to say we're a lot better, but I can't. How do I back myself up? I don't know very much about Advocare. And she said that she's tried it a while ago and it worked really well for her, but I don't know how to, go about it because I don't know anything about Advocare and I don't know what to do.
You're not alone. So I've gotten that quite a bit. I'll also get hair, skin, and nails. I don't know about you guys, but I always get like somebody will screenshot like a Walgreens or a Walmart or something into my head. Like, we're not talking about that. We're talking about It Works hair, skin, nails.
That's what I want to say, but I can't.
So basically what I will do is I will say along the lines of, you know, I'm not sure along the whole Avocare side, but this is what I will tell you about our product. This is my experience. This is what I have found, and this is what it does. You know, does this sound like something that might work for you? And try to steer them back around to not the whole competitor. I hate that. Like trying to whole competitiveness of
I know
this or that. You know what I mean? Like it gets brought up all the time, right? Of who's better and which product and that sort of thing. Just like the shake, I've gotten that a lot with Shakeology of our shake's better and this and that. And I always just try to steer that away. And I say, that's great. This is what we have to offer with our product. Okay. This is what it does. This is my experience. You know, it's all natural, you know, gives you energy, boosts metabolism. This is what I love about our product. Are these kind of things that you're looking for? Is this something that you might be interested in? Things like that.
Okay.
Kylie, go ahead. I saw you raise your hand.
So I love what Ali said about not comparing. I feel like even if you do know another company, I actually sold Avocare before. And when I first started, I tried so hard not to compare because a lot of people would ask me like, okay, Spark and Greens, what's the difference? Blah, blah, blah. And I know, obviously, ours is way better. There's no caffeine, like they're way better. But I feel like even if you do know another company, be really careful. But our products speak for themselves. So just say all the things that are in our products, all the good things, how you feel on our products, if that makes sense, and things like that. I don't think that we even need to compare our products just because they separate themselves from every other product out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've also heard that, like, just from experience, one of my good friends sells Advocare, and she kind of explains to me what I don't know what it's called, but whatever the weight loss is, the whole way about it, like you can't eat certain things and this and that, and you go to the bathroom all the time. And so I almost want to be like, well, this is different from this because this is what I've heard, but I just don't know if I want to say that because it's different for every person. But yet, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, and it is different for every person too. And that's why I try to just add in there, does this work for you? And like Kylie was saying, give them the benefits of what we do have, what it does, your experience, and the positive of it. So then they have that to fall back on.
Can I add to that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, everyone. My name is Francine. I'm in Canada. I just wanted to add to that I also feel that when it comes to stuff like that and people might be comparing two different products, say something with ours, I just feel like it's really up to them to decide what benefits that they're looking for, right? So all you can do and the best way to go about it without talking negatively or seeming negative about any other company is just to really, really emphasize and highlight what the benefits of ours are. When they look into it, and because it's buyer, it's consumerism, it's buyer beware, you know, not quite, but you know what I mean? Like they're going to look into it and they're going to do their research to figure out, you know, what decision they want to come to. So as long as you can highlight all the really exceptionally great things, like somebody else just said earlier, our products totally stand for themselves, and I 100% believe that. So at the end of the day, when you start considering the benefits and the ingredients, the integrity of our products, the fact that we're non-GMO, we don't use pesticides, we don't have hormones and things like that, and when we're really upfront and our ingredients lists are all on our website, I think that people will find a lot of value in that. So I just wanted to add to that, but I think that as people are doing their own type of research, they're going to come to the conclusion themselves. And that's really what you want to do, as opposed to seeing really salesy for them. If you can get them and lead them.
Can't hear you.
Oh, I think we lost her.
Oh, did you hear it?
Still there?
Is that okay?
Oh.
You're good?
Yep,
Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks.
We can hear you now.
You faded away as you were leaving the room, but you.
Oh shoot!
I could hear you, but it was like really.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just meant to say what'll happen when you do that is that instead of coming off as really salesy, you're just going to lead them down the path very gently to them drawing their own conclusion. And then they'll understand and see for themselves that ours is better. So I think there's way more value in doing that and kind of allowing them to make that decision, putting them in the lead. That's just my opinion, and that has been my experience as well. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that too. Let them decide if they want it or not. You know, let them decide if they want to compare. Let them decide if they want to compare ingredients or companies or products. Let them do that part of the work, but you just give them the benefits and the positive of what we have to offer. And I love what Leslie just said. She said, I think they just want us to do all the work for them. If they want to compare, then I say let them do their own research. Just tell them what our product will do. Absolutely. Absolutely. And what I'll do, guys, is we have about 7 minutes left. I will let us know how it's going with your follow-up, and then I will post the verbiage that we've been talking about. I will post it in the actual event so you guys can have it after this as well. But I really quick wanted to, let me grab it really quick before I move on.
Hey, Allie, while you're doing that real quick, this is a question for if anyone else can answer too. So when I post about a product, I get kind of like nervous, because I don't want to just like let it sit there and then no one like respond and then I feel like an idiot. So I like to sometimes like chase it with like a family photo or like a personal post. Does that take away from that other post, or does that allow me to get more like tags on when they look?
People would rather see you and your family and you than an actual product advertising. So if you attach, I've seen people who just do the verbiage and they've seen greater, they've seen a better result in a picture with the post. So that's up to you. I have found that people love to see posts they love to see pictures, They love to see pictures. They love to see adventure. They love to see excitement and see you holding the product or see you with your kids, or however you want to brand yourself in that way. You can, or you can just simply leave the verbiage. I try to mix it up with my posts, and I try to do, some holding and some lifestyle. So typically like 3 lifestyle posts and, 2 It Works posts, or however you do it, but just intermixing them so that when people don't go to your Facebook or see you, it's just like a billboard of just all advertisements. You want to have that attraction marketing to your page where people go to it. And, social media is not the only form or way to run this business, as we all know, but social media is such a way. As I was listening to a seminar yesterday on YouTube, and the guy was saying is how many times you drive down the road and see, the billboard on the side of the road. Probably not. You probably don't see that advertisement ever, right? People are going to go instantly to their phone. They're going to go instantly to social media where the news station's going to pop it up, or, on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. The latest of whatever's happening is going to be on there. A lot of stuff with like the election, a lot of things that are drawing attention, it's all on social media now. So once you find that groove of social media and understanding the Facebook algorithm, the way things work, add that in there. Adding in pictures and posts that people want to see, that people are looking for. It Works is we're providing people hope again. And we have a product line that works. We have a compensation plan that works. We have a corporate, team that wants nothing more than to see us succeed. And so we get paid to advertise for our corporate team, right? For our company. They didn't pay thousands or millions of dollars to pay for advertising. So it's our job to go out there. But again, we want to make sure that we're not doing, the before and after every post, or making it look like a whole advertising timeline. So make it attraction, make it welcoming, and like creating these posts like we did today, creating these interactive posts. And then what I do too, you guys, is I have like 2 or 3 comments. I will go in there on the bottom and like write a comment like, okay, 1 spot just got claimed. I have time to put 2 more orders in tonight. I have time to put 3 more orders in tonight. Because I work my business early morning and I work my business late at night. So I don't have time during the day to sit down and put a loyal customer and things like that. I've got a 3-year-old. We've got a lot of stuff going on during the day. So I try to tell them that I've got time to put one more in tonight, or one spot just got claimed, or one person ordered. Because then guess what? When you put a comment on that post, you guys, it brings your post back to the top of your news feed. It brings your post back to the top of Facebook. So when people go on, they instantly see your post. So the more interaction, the more likes, the more comments, people are going to see that. Also, if your Facebook is public, the more it'll see as well. So, yay, congrats, Kirsten. Let's see here. Okay, hold on. Come back up. Jen Crate had them check with their doctor. Yep, another lead for both ThermoFit and Fat Fighters. Yay! Stacy, I heard you only post every few hours. If you post more than that, your posts are competing with one another. So I don't do network sports in 2 hours. I post, yeah, so true. Food, fashion, family, friends, however you want to do it. Just making sure to mix things up. Heather, oh, they're in my kitchen. ThermoFit pills. Anybody have those handy? Right, Maya? Lindsay, 6 leads so far. Awesome. Jen, I have heard that it does help with lowering their blood sugar after a heavier meal, but check with their doctor. Kirsten, enrolling one. Whoop, whoop. Stacy, there's a great pic of the pill size I'll post in the event. Perfect. Thank you. I have a picture too. Oh, thanks, Becky. Becky's holding it up right now. Amber, ask if you post more than 5 times a day, you'll affect the Facebook algorithm. Yep, and be competing with yourself and things won't be shown. Francine, commenting will also put your post back in the feed. Yep. Amber, Lindsay, Fat Fighters with ThermoFit. Got one response from Fat Fighters. Please add pick the event. Perfect. Okay, really quick. We have 2 minutes left, so I want to show you guys something really quick before we finish up. 2 things that I want to show you. If you have not done this already, I want you guys to print off your Jumpstart January goal sheet, and this can be found in the Documents tab of your eSuite. Okay, raise your hand if you have yours printed off. Okay, those of you that have it printed off, you can see like the first section is 10 people I know who have fitness, overall health as their New Year's resolution. The second part is 10 people I know who want to earn their way to a debt-free living as their New Year's resolution. Or the third part is 5 people I know who I want to join my business. Then at the end it says commit, don't quit, blitzing, wrap parties, and social media. Utilize this to keep track, you guys. Have your leads all in one spot. Keep yourself organized, because I promise you, when you sit down to work, you're not going to scroll. You're going to sit down to message when you have something like this to keep you organized. The other thing that I will post, we're talking about the Jumpstart January goal sheet. I'll post this in the event. I'll do like a little recap in there for you guys. And then really quick, I also do this with my team. I tried to print this off really quick and it did not work out. But it's a to-do list this week. Denise posted it. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but it's a to-do list and it's a daily checklist of things to do for your business. So like today's Tuesday, 15 minutes self-development, an inspirational post, add 10 new Facebook friends, comment and like on Facebook for 15 minutes, add max new on Instagram if you use Instagram, a product post, message 20, customer care and business posts. Guess what? This can be done within an hour, 45 minutes, an hour. This isn't like a all day thing. So make sure that when you're sitting down and you're setting out your work time, that you're intentional with your work time, that you're intentional with these posts, you're interacting, you're getting that feedback and then getting the new lead. So if you guys have not seen this, I will post that in there as well. So we will go ahead and finish up. Does anybody have anything else that they want to add before we wrap it up for today?
Always stay positive and happy in your posts. People love the positivity. There's so much negativity on Facebook. Just always stay positive, happy, kick butt.
Oh, Breeze, I love you. Yeah, make it positive, make it attractive, make it somewhere that people want to go to, right? Okay, thank you so much, you guys, for plugging in. I will post the recording in the WNL group under the event. Have a great Tuesday, everyone, and let us know your feedback of how it's going for you today.